Hey, it's Steve with the FAP Turbo results, week 34. FAPTurboReview.net is where you can find all our information, videos, sign up for our email list, and all that good stuff. Also, if you'd like our exclusive settings, you can purchase the FAP Turbo package, and our settings are included in that bonus pack at FAPTurboBonus.net, and you can check out our other bonuses there as well. FAPTurboBonus.net. FAPTurboResults.com is where you can find our brokerage statements. FXDD had a losing week, small losing week. Alpari had a very, very nice winning week and is up 66% since we started it in 1st of April or so. So that's doing extremely well. In less than 4 months, it's up 66%. So very pleased with that, and you can get our settings when you purchase the FAP Turbo package at FAPTurboBonus.net. Also, FAP Turbo Evolution, they closed really quickly, and they may open again in the future, but if it's wasn't the product for you, not a problem. FAP Turbo is working pretty well. It just depends on what broker you're using, and we would highly recommend Alpari, and that's the one we've had the most success on by far. Also, Dan mentions in his portion of the video just briefly about hosting, and I wanted to give you the website for the hosting that we use, which is forexhostingsolution.com. That's forexhostingsolution.com. So if you do need hosting for your robot, you can check it out there. But here's Dan with the results for the week. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.
Hi, this is Dan with the FAP Turbo Weekly Update. We have quite a bit to go over, and we'll start by looking at the results this week. I'm going to start by looking at the FXDD account. It had a very active week for this account, one of the most active it's had in a while. It had 12 trades, 7 of them were wins. It had 4 losses and 1 break even. Unfortunately, it did have one big loss at the end of the week, and so it ended up the week down $42.14. And now we're looking at the Alpari account. It also had an active week with 12 trades. 8 of those were wins, 2 were losses, and 2 of them were break-evens. It, however, ended up the week up $39.70. Now we're looking at the FXDD statement for the week. The account was down $42.14, which is a loss of 6% for the week. Overall, the account is up $178.30, or up 36%. And here is the Alpari statement for the week. It was up $39.70 for the week, which is a 5% increase in the account for the week. Overall, it's up $329.99, or a 66% increase in the account overall. I've had several requests to do some statistics on our trading results. So what I did is I took the Alpari account and I looked at all the trades since we opened it up. We opened up Alpari the beginning of April, and so this represents all the trades right through this week. We've had 177 trades, 132 of them were wins, 31 losses, and 14 were break even. We made 512 pips overall, and we're up $329.99. So then I broke it down by pair so we can take a look at what's going on with the pairs. First pair, Euro Swiss franc, has had the most trades, 94 trades, 66 of them were wins, 17 were losses, and 11 are break even. Overall, it's up 244 pips and up $99.29. The main reason it doesn't have half of the profits is because of the risk factor. With the Euro Swiss franc, I have less of a risk factor on it than I do on the Euro Pound. So let's take a look at that pair next. So the Euro Pound had 44 trades, 35 of them were wins, 7 losses, and 2 break evens. We're up 164 pips there, and $227.27. Now let's take a look at the pound Swiss franc and see what that's done. Now that's had 39 trades, 31 of them are wins, and 7 losses, and 1 break even. It's up 104 pips and $3.43. Now, the reason it is such a small dollar amount is because it has the lowest risk I'm willing to take on this pair. Basically because the stop loss on this pair is 76 pips. And even with the small amount that we're trading and risking on it, a loss there is in the neighborhood of $14 when you have a big loss. And so I don't like the big drawdown on this pair, and so I'm not risking a lot on it. I talked last week about the NFA new rules that are taking effect at the end of this month. And this week I have talked with Alpari and with FXDD, and both of them say they're going to have a resolution in place by the end of the month, and it sounds like they're going to have a modified version of the MetaTrader. The one thing they weren't able to answer was whether or not the EAs would be able to work with the adjusted version of the MetaTrader. So I'm not going to make a change in the brokers at this time. I'm still trying to get answers from them and from MetaTrader whether or not our robots are going to be able to work with the adjusted versions of MetaTrader. If they are still going to work, obviously I'd like to stay where we're at. The robots do not break these rules as they are set up. But if we aren't able to use the robots, we're going to have to find a new broker. Or hopefully we'll be able to stay where we're at. But if I have to move, I will definitely have 1 or 2 brokers picked out that we're going to be moving to by next Friday. I also need to mention to those traders that are using the hosting site that we recommend, the Forex VPS, is that they're going to be doing some maintenance work on Saturday. And what this means is that they will probably restart all of our hosting sites. So what you need to do is to go into your account on Sunday or Monday before trading starts, or before the FAP Turbo trade starts, and just make sure everything restarted correctly. Make sure that you have your MetaTraders up and running. If you set everything up correctly with the auto boot, then there shouldn't be a problem. But it's best to check it out just to make sure that it is up and running after they do this maintenance. Okay, I want to thank you for listening to the update this week, and I hope you'll join us again next week.